So hey guys, I've just watched episode 11 of the last season of Attack on Titan, the final season. The reaction is in the description, go watch it and go back here if you wanna listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. What an episode! What an episode! Without action, it was so tense. Yeah. Not much to discuss here, but we're gonna look at some moments. So we start with Guppy killing another who knows, maybe he was not killed, but as far as I know, biology, if anatomy to be exact, if your face gonna be hit by a boulder a few times, not a boulder, like, the construction one thing, the red one, boulder, it's deadly. So, as far as I understand, the man is very much dead. Is my microphone not too loud? One sec, because I reapplied my microphone after the recording because, yeah, it's fine. Because stuff. So yeah, she smashed the poor man and escaped, and I have to tell you that this is a shitty ass jail. If she was able to run away like that. I mean, now I'm completely sure that there's nothing that holds Eren in the cell except for himself just wanting to be there. Because if they could not, could not prevent Guppy running away, well, they will not be able to prevent Eren running away. But seems like he's still fine. He's still sitting in there and looking at the mirror and but lets him do the thing. It calms him down. He likes that. So Guppy smashed the man and ran away. And as I've said, it's just ridiculously stupid how that happened. Those are not just kids. Those are trained killers. Trained from the very youth age, basically from their birth. And they're they're prisoners, they're war prisoners. They're very, very, very important guys. They're instrument of influence on some enemies, like on Zeke or, Reiner and everyone. If we have those two, we can take them hostage. I mean, it's not good, but this is war. And we should have had better protection than one stupid fucking guy that ran in the cell without even closing it and giving keys to some other man. No. So that was the stupidest thing ever. And now Guppy ran away with Falco. And I mean, Falco is a nice guy. I like him so much. I like him much better. Each episode I see him, he's like growing to become one of the favorite characters because, I mean, he's reasonable. He is reasonable. He is like me and some of you who sees the situation. He doesn't say that this is wrong and this is right. No, he says like, geez, people, this is all wrong. He understands that because he had experience with Eren and Reiner, in the room. And he knows the story from both perspectives. And he's overall a smart person, a smart guy. And I really like him. And I really wish he will not die a painful death in Attack on Titan. I don't wish Guppy to die, but man, she's so crazy. It's like, it's painful to watch her doing her things. But thankfully he's with her, and that's kind of helps her and everyone around her because she's so reckless. Just imagine what would have happened if she's with a stupid pitchfork. If she killed this girl or attacked her, she'd been stomped to death by other people in the village. I mean, they're no warriors and they're no killers, maybe no, but her reckless actions will definitely make her, just gonna kill her at some point. And Falco, just as Reiner said to him, he keeps protecting her. And you gotta give credit to the man. He, first of all, he is a smart thinking man. He understands what's up with the world. He's not blaming everyone around. I mean, he's not blaming one side. And he's protecting his girl. So, mad respects to the man. And thank God he's with her. He's protecting her. He's the voice of reason in this absolutely unreasonable world. So yeah, they escaped, and crazy Guppy, you can't trust devils and stuff. So, and then we see warrior candidates. Not warrior candidates, like warriors speak Galliard and Reiner. Reiner had a dream. I suppose this man always has bad dreams. And yeah, then Falco and Guppy, they're near some pond, and he asks her to take off the armband. I mean, yeah, even if people don't understand what the hell is that, they still they will ask, "What's that?" And knowing Guppy, she's gonna scream in your face like, "Ah, yeah, meh, gonna kill you or something." So yeah, that thing is better to be removed, and nice job by Falco, even though she started smashing him. And I actually forgot what's the girl's name, the one that was saved by Sasha. But she seems like she looked at them for quite a while. She realized they were from Marley, and I mean, it's so weird because technically there's the same Aldians, but they're kind of technically Marley. Is just, how the hell should we place these two Aldians as Marley, or is like a separate third conflict, part of the conflict? I don't know. Because she called them Marley, basically. And what was interesting, I remembered, so she said that Sasha's father, this dialect of like weird speaking language, you know, that's Southern Marlian. Or Northern, no, I think she said Southern Marlian. How? What does that mean? Why? Is that an interesting coincidence, or what's up, Mr. Sasha's father? What's up with your relatives? Are you even Aldian? I have more questions probably when it's not needed, but it's interesting. Mia is how Falco called Guppy. So they're Ben and Mia. And that was funny because Falco said that I'm Ben and she's Mia, and in Japanese he said Bento. And Bento is like, the edible thing they're having dinners, not dinners, but they take in at school, like basically like some food. Some food. So the girl saw them, and she knew who were them, and still she didn't do anything. And that clearly showcases that we're not hostile. We're not hostile towards others. I mean, if you're killing us, of course we're gonna be protecting ourselves, but we're not here to kill you all. I mean, at least not. We're not speaking about Aaron and Zeke and the masterminds of this universe. No, we're speaking about normal humans who are living in this world. Maybe not humans, but people, because technically Aldians. I know. Can we call Aldians humans? Because what's human? Human is me, human is you. We're humans. We may be different, like colors or eyes or whatever, genders, but we're humans. But Aldians, they're not humans. They're like monsters in human form. So technically, they're not even humans, I suppose. But that's not too important. Anyways, we see everyone as just... We don't see them as enemies. And there's little girl, little boy. But oh boy, just imagine her learning that Guppy killed Sasha. Wow. And imagine Guppy learning that she killed the girl that she saved this. That's Isayama triangle of fucking shit with you. Triangle of craziness. Triangle of wow. I know. He planned that. He enjoyed doing that. And I'm betting at some point this information will be given to all of them, and they're like, what, you did what? I mean, what? And what's gonna happen after that? Will this peace-loving girl gonna say like, oh damn you, but okay, still gonna love you, or is like, I'm gonna kill you now? I don't know. That's curious, because now this blonde girl, she looks like very, very peaceful, and she only thinks about why that happened, why my mother was killed, why exactly was that. And I mean, we're gonna get to that. That was a cool scene. That was a really, really cool scene. So the girl asks them to go with them, and Guppy wanted to throw a boulder at her. Thank God she didn't do that. They entered the building, and that's Sasha's father, who supposedly is having an orphanage now. I thought it's all their kids now, but no, it makes sense, because he took the girl, and he's taking other kiddos, because a lot of people died on wars, during Titan invasions, and and especially when Historia got coronated, she devoted a lot of herself to making those orphanages, because that's the thing. I mean, she knows what's that, and I remember Levi liked the idea of helping the kiddos, because he's also basically a lost child. And he says like, I'm Ben and she's Mia, and onegai shimasu. Browse Stables, welcome to Browse. In this subtitles it's called Browse, by the way. Well, I also called Sasha Blouse, not Browse, but anyways, it's a Japanese thing. Oh, they're having pancakes in there. So, and the woman, Sasha's mother, I suppose that Sasha's mother tried to pet Guppy, and she's like, like evil dog, and a little chihuahua started barking, and kiddos looking at her like, I mean, those are kids looking at killers. I mean, I don't remember Falco killing anyone in this anime, but Guppy, that girl smashes. That girl smashes people with all the ways possible. And she forces herself to eat the food. I mean, food doesn't look very tasty if you ask me. It's just like some stew. But if you're hungry, you're gonna eat that all. And then we switch to Asian woman, Azumabito clan. What's her name? Forgot. I have to learn her name. I mean, I probably remembered this name at some point, but now I forgot. Oh man, that's. And Zeklai is speaking with her, and Zeklai still kicks. Fine, still looking good. And there's some very, very evil looking person in the back. It's like some goddamn demon looking at you. So yeah, and it seems like they brought us some plain looking thing. She called this like a boat. First flying boat powered by Asburst stone. You know, those stones that we have. And we have a flying boat. Does that mean it's a plane? Literally a plane, not a blimp, a fast and maneuvering thing? I mean, I'm not sure how can we use that one little plane that can be destroyed, but I think that's an important piece of technology for future developments. And then we see, I don't know, was that some government building or something? And a lot of people are here. Turns out, some group, including Flock and Little Girl, that was saved by Mikasa. They gave out the secret information to public that Eren is taken in the jail, and that there's like some misunderstanding and Marlian thing happening. And of course, it's gonna bring a lot of issues with people who are not agree with that, or people who are agree with that. That's unfortunately, yeah, you cannot please everyone, and that's understandable because for them, Eren was, for a long time, I suppose he was like the symbol of freedom, basically, because with his help, I mean, I remember that moment in episode 11 or something, where of season 1, where Pixies were screaming from the wall to people like, this is Eren Yeager, the secret weapon, you know. That was the moment when Eren was shown to the world, and everyone knows about that. Everyone knows that this boy has the power of the Titan. That was unique back then. And then news told the story about kings and yada yada yada. So everyone knows and should know about who's Eren, and that he is very important. That he is the king power inside him now. They even mentioned something about Titan rumbling thing, you know. So of course, taking him into prison gonna create some questions from people, like why is that happening? He's he's needed for us. But I mean, guys, this is very difficult situation. We don't know what's up with Eren, and is this better for him to be held or better for him to do what he's doing? I think, I mean, I've said that in many occasions, I think he knows what he's doing because he's having some insight from Ymir or something, or from his Titan. And with that, I mean, if he knows that it's gonna help, then okay, let him do that. But for me, I don't see, at least, I just don't know. I don't know if he's willing to use the power and actually storm the world, or is he like faking it or something? Because now there's few ways for that. I mean, there's like Zeke's plan to breed with Historia, and not to breed, but to for her to eat him and then start breeding, and for like showcasing a little bit of power of the Titans, or actually stomping the world, or actually speaking with the people. So there's a lot of outcomes, possible outcomes, and maybe some of them we're not thinking about because it's Isayama. Yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised if he's gonna create something unique and interesting instead of just let's gonna stomp the world. But what I was trying to tell, though, I kind of got distracted. Oh, we don't know how to act and what's right and wrong, because Eren wants one thing, government doesn't trust him very much and wants to take him under control. But that's not freedom, says Eren probably, and he's like, nope, I'm pushing. What's up with Zeke? I never saw Zeke in this episode. What's up with him and his wine? So everything's happening, and guys are, the public are against that, and they're asking Hanji questions about that. And he said something about evacuating Shiganshina. Why are there orders to evacuate Shiganshina? He said. Flegel said. Maybe that's the part where they want to show the, the little part of rumbling. A little piece of the wall, because this is the closest part to the ocean, to the Marlian territory, to the port. This is the, the southern one. And maybe they're actually preparing to showcase the power, or they're expecting an attack from that moment, from that place. Who knows? And Hanji does not answer any questions. She speaks with Flock and girls, Louise, the girl, and girls, and other people. And there's girl in there, like Louise, a nice girl, a patriotic girl. And Hanji asks, like, why would you do that? And yada yada yada. And Flock says, we believe in the man. We believe in Eren, and we think what he's doing is right. This is the only choice, and we have to do that. Live in the new Aldian Empire. So that's one thing to put that. I mean, we can destroy everyone, technically. I wonder what's happened. Let's imagine if the event of, like, Titans appearing from the walls happening. No matter if that's like a local event or like global event, it's happening. So that Eren has to cause that, right? He has to connect himself to Zeke physically, not just to Zeke, but a monkey form Zeke. And then he has the ability to command Titans in the walls. But how does that work? He's given the command, like, go there, and they're going. But what's gonna happen if the connection with Zeke is lost? Or let's say Eren died or something? Will the Titans continue moving? Or they're gonna stand there and gonna lose their mission, gonna, like, wander around? Or they're gonna just fall down without, they're just gonna basically die? What's gonna happen with this? Because this is important how that works. Because if technically if Eren starts the thing, and even if something gonna happen with him after that, but Titans are not bothered, then we're literally fucked. I mean, there's gonna just, how can you stop all those Titans? But if there is a way to stop them, though, that's interesting. So I don't know. That's an interesting point. And as I've said, I have very strong opinion on that. It's gonna happen. Oh, I see. That some Titan thing gonna happen. And Hanji says that. One way or another, I made the decision to carry out Zeke's plan. Hanji said that. So, a whole plan, Hanji, or just some parts of it? So do you actually want Historia to eat Zeke? Or you just want to showcase the world the rumbling power? Because if you want to feed Zeke to Historia, then screw you, Hanji. No. And I understand now why Historia has a child. Because yes, just like the man who drank wine said, to protect herself. I mean, probably not just that, but Hanji decided to do that. And as I've said, this is stupid. This is stupid. The world already perfectly knows that we have the power, showing that power to them. And how will you show that? As I've said, like, just create little group of Titans. They're gonna stomp something. And what's gonna happen to them next? They're gonna go back into the wall. And all the world will gonna look at it and go, oh. Okay, not gonna attack you then. I thought those Titans are not that big and scary. And it's cool that Hanji later remembers Sanes, the man, the legend, Sanes. They had this dialogue, and he said like the circle is gonna start again. We were doing dirty work, now you're gonna be doing dirty work, and I mean, yeah, to keep peace, you have to do some dirty stuff. If we're speaking like globally, unfortunately, that's how world works, because each freedom needs to have some limitations. Because if there's too much freedom, that's called anarchy. And you have to fight with anarchy. And I mean, fighting is not good, but it's fighting for something better. So poor Hanji. So they put all those basically traitors, or what they call them, into jails, and Mikasa's looking at the girl, Louise or something. Louisa. Who was that girl from one of the first episodes of season 1? I was looking at Mikasa like so happily and in awe, you know, like, oh, what's a girl? What's such a brave girl? And she asked nice question like, why you joined Cervicor, you know? It's because of Eren. Yep, exactly. She wanted to protect the boy. Eren wanted to eradicate all Titans. Armin wanted basically to help him to take revenge on because his grandfather died, and Mikasa just went there to protect the boy. And the girl's asking, I mean, how old are you, girl? You're like, what, 13? Again, new generation growing. And she asked, was this the sale you were in? I mean, yeah, Mikasa was in the sale at least once. She had nice hair at that moment. Ever since that day, I wanted to get closer to you. Men, destinies are tangled around in this world and connected. But Mikasa is not in the mood to speak, but then the girl stays giving the salute. Man, Irvin Smith style. That was cool. That was actually cool. Oh, and then we see flashback of Mikasa killing Eren. What I say? of Eren killing goons and protecting Mikasa, you know, who wanted to take her. That's the flashback, right? Man, I said such weird stuff. And we can see that she's looking at him, but actually, in the mirror are birds. You get it? Everyone who says birds are symbol of peace? Oh, yeah, sure. That's why they're shown when a little boy's killing grown-up people who wanted to kill other people. So she remembered that flashback, and there's like Eren all in blood and knife and blood, and you're saved now. Nice. That's a cruel world. Quite a while since we heard that, but that was a theme for this anime for quite a while. And then Pixies asks Yelena about stuff. Seems like she was working with Flock. They get some connections, so it seems like their plan kind of failed. Who was I don't know how many plans in action now. We know of Zeke's plan. We know there's probably Eren's plan. Does Flock and Yelena, what plan they are carrying on? Or like they're separate or what? And we have Hanji plan, you know. So too much plans. And I'm glad that the woman, the pixie, says attendant or what you call her. And this is a nice woman who was very caring about pixies. She was drinking. And she's like, shire, you should not drink so much. Pixies shire. Then we see Guppy being brutally attacked by John-looking creature. Oh, wow. Look at the face of Guppy. Sometimes the animation in this anime is terrible. Who is this? Do you forget how Guppy looks? I'm gonna show you how Guppy looks. That's not how Guppy looks. That's some granny woman. And oh, so her name, the blonde girl name who was saved by Sasha, is Kaya. And she feeds them. She tells that this is and they had this moment. Guppy starts like with her Guppy crap, brainwashed shit. Like, oh, you Aldians accept your death table now. And Kaya took it pretty nice. I mean, she took it nice because she knew who were they, and she like started speaking normally. And she started with her line of like what we did. I mean, we know your story. It's not confirmed. It's just a story. Unfortunately, history is a science that cannot prove 100% because it's based on facts, on someone's writing, And as they say, victor or I mean, the one who won. People who win, they write history, right? The history is written by the winners. So it doesn't mean the history that they're telling is completely true. And we're looking, and Guppy looking at that back, and like, 1,000 years ago, so we're killing us. Oh, such terrible people. But she asks nice questions. Kaya asks a nice question, like, what my parents have to do with that? My mother didn't kill a single person, but she was eaten by a Titan. She didn't do anything. And that's the question Guppy have to start asking herself. Like, what about these people who are living now? I've said that many times during Attack on Titan that in real history there was a lot of conflicts and wars, and some of them are somewhat present nowadays through the history, but many of them are. We're past that. We remember some things just to not make them happen again. But that doesn't mean we have to hate each other for what happened. No, we have to be nice to each other and prevent history repeating itself. But Guppy is like, woof, woof, woof. Someone did bad back then, now everyone is wrong who's connected to that person. That's stupid. But I mean, as I've said, she's just super brainwashed. And she wanted to kill the girl with the thing. And the girl Kaya protected them. She said like, I want it's just she just envious because she thought that I'm gonna take her brother away. And then she led them to the old village that's all grown with trees now. And she told the story about how it all happened. How her mother was eaten, how Sasha threw the axe and the ceiling, though she threw it in a different place. That was a misinformation. That was it had been in a different place. I remember where it was, but still nice little details. Like it's like basically a monument of Sasha, standing there still through the ages. And they continue the dialogue about what my mother did that. Why? And then Falco tells her because we landed an attack and yada yada. He's like explains to her. So Your mother died because we did bad. Initially. And we did bad because we were brainwashed like your evil creatures. And now your Guppy, your friends died because of that whole thing happening. And this is gonna be happening in the future if we're not gonna stop screaming at each other. And by the way, seems like, I mean, in the previous episode, in the flashback, there was a mention of them when they were on a train, railroad. They wanted to speak with the world, Hanji and everyone, and they like decided, yeah, we're going. But seems like it failed, or they didn't do that, because seems like Hanji's on the destruction route as well. Yeah, here's the hatchet. No, it was in a different place. It wasn't here. Because here it's shown like it's above the door, and it's basically in a concrete walls. No, it landed on a ceiling. I remember that. She was alive. She wouldn't abandon people like you with nowhere to go. And then the girl says like, "Oh, Sasha was such a nice woman. I want to become a person like her." I mean, yes, she was a great woman. And they both don't know that they're connected. I mean, Guppy and Kaya, that they're connected via Sasha with each other. And that's gonna be something. And then after the credits, we see still all that Warhammer Titan built. It's still standing, and it's gigantic, just as it was shown previously. And Magath showing the equipment, so they now know that we have partners. They now know that we stole some technology. They said like, oh, we found some pieces of monkey, but that's not enough to identify the whole monkey. The puzzle is not completed. So means monkey lives. Okay, I suppose so. You know better. And he says that monkey is on the island now. And they propose to attack in 6 months. And Reiner's like, not just Reiner, everyone's like, 6 months, that's too much. There's 2 little children in there. We have to attack him right now. And why? Why people don't you realize what's gonna happen with you? Don't they? I mean, probably Pig's face is like, yeah, it's just like looking at him like, why? Why? Can't we just be in peace? And Hess is like, no, we have to attack. Good luck. I suppose you're gonna need that. Man. And that was the episode. That was an interesting episode. Nothing serious happened, just some interesting character interactions and some build up to the upcoming craziness, because it's just few episodes left. Very few episodes. So I know shit's gonna about to go down at any moment. Yeah, but we're gonna see that. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode. As I've said, it may take a while for me to upload it, but I will do that. I will watch it. You will get everything. It's just when, I'm not sure. Right? Please be patient. Thank you guys again. Bye-bye.